Hello friends, my name's James. And this is my 1965 Alberg 30 sloop, SV Tritea. I have been slowly sailing solo around the world since leaving Los Angeles in 2021. This is Rhonda, a Kiwi sailor who moved aboard full-time once I reached Sydney. Join us as we explore the east coast of Australia and see as many wild places and wild animals as possible.
Just down in here.
Oh, wow. As we make our way up to Southeast Asia.
Good morning from Digby Island. We had a very, very calm night on the hook here last night. The cruising guide said this place is like hellish in regards of swell. And it even has a thing showing the swell changes directions in a strange way based on the tide. We didn't even have a ton of wind last night, but I guess our roll stabilizer neutralized it. But the funny thing is, like, looking on Navionics, if you read people's like reviews that have been here before, and then I've even seen a couple of blogs, everyone said the same thing, that they had a good stay here. So I don't know if the dude that writes that cruising guide has just had some really bad stays here, doesn't like this spot, but it wasn't that rolly at all, but it may just be the conditions we're in right now. It was less rolly than West Bay over at Piercy Island, that's for sure. So now it's time to haul up and head on. We're pushing for St.Bees Island, which is next to Keswick, I believe is the name of the island. It's like they're right kind of next to each other. We're just gonna go there. It's like 44 nautical miles. We have like no real wind to speak of today, so it'll be a motor sail. But we're just going there for a night so that we can hop over to Mackay the next morning, which is a 60-mile passage, so that we can get fuel and water. Mostly water, we need water. Top up on that, and then we're gonna head back up to, on the same day, we're gonna head back up to St.Bees and Keswick. And then we'll be in the Chamberlain group in the proper Whitsundays, and we'll start exploring that region. Are approaching St.Bees Island and Keswick, I think is the other island. We've had a very slow slog of a motor today, but good weather, beautiful weather, mellow conditions. The seas aren't too gnarly, so it's been good all in all. What have we seen today?
Whales.
Lots of whales.
We've seen whales.
None close enough to get on camera, but
No.
yeah, we just saw like 3 breaching off on the horizon, like crazy, but we saw some. What else did we see? Whale-wise.
Whale-wise? Oh,
Yeah.
we saw like the, what is it called? Like
Their pectoral fin.
Yeah, doing that slapping that it does, which was just epic as well. I saw another, I guess, whale dive and big tail action. That was awesome. But just as soon as James started the camera, there was another breach. You can still see them breaching on the horizon. It's insane. I just cannot wait to see that up close.
Yeah, this is Rhonda's first time really being around whales. It's really fun for me to watch her experience this stuff for the first time.
Yeah, I've seen like orcas in the Auckland Harbour and stuff like that, but not like this. This is incredible.
We had 2 whales cross our bow. They got pretty close to us.
They
you got
did.
a good sight of them.
I did, yeah, definitely. Like they would have been what, maybe 300 meters away or something.
mhm.
They're such huge animals that, you know, you can just, you can see them so clearly. But, I mean, to be so up close to them.
And these sea conditions have been not allowed for us to see them far away, which is nice.
So cool.
So yeah, we are looking forward to getting in. It's
been
almost,
a long day.
we're gonna be getting in around 5. So yeah, it's been a long day. Long crawl today. There's like 4 mooring balls in it's called Homestead Bay on St.Bees is where we're gonna try to go for the night. Hopefully one of the balls is free. Otherwise, we'll find a spot to anchor around that zone. We might go up a mile further to Keswick. There's an anchorage right there that seems doable. And yeah, that's where we're at.
Okay, so we are heading into the bay and James is just putting the main down and I'm just steering us in. Looks like there's about 3 balls free, so we are in luck. We're going to pick one of those up and yeah, get settled in. It's a super neat looking island. Very green. I'm feeling a lot more kind of, I don't know, at home I suppose in this. It's just a lot of big trees, beautiful rocks, and just, yeah, visually pleasing for me. Absolutely incredible. So yeah, we'll head in and grab a ball.
Got it. Boom, got it, no problem.
Yay!
So nice to be back up in the zone where there's like free public moorings available.
Available.
And yeah, we're stoked to be here at St.Bees. Very pretty.
Very pretty.
And now it's
Oh, you
time.
can smell it. Can you smell that? I can smell like eucalyptus-y.
I can smell nothing.
Oh, I can smell it.
But
Trees.
we're can hear the balls hammering away on the boat right now, but hopefully we'll settle in. So yeah, we're stoked to be here at St.Bees. It was a long push today, and happy to be here. Now it's time to relax. Hopefully you can hear that sound, because that's what we heard throughout the entire night, is the mooring ball slamming against the hull like it's trying to, like a battering ram. Hellish. We've tried all variety of tying up to prevent this from happening. We've tried really short lines, almost pulling the ball out of the water, which isn't really possible with these because the line is like that big around. So there's no way to get it on deck and actually have the mooring ball, the boat secured to the mooring ball in a way that if the winds got up, it would actually hold the boat and not damage anything on deck. We've tried really long lines to get us far away from the ball, which is what we have out right now. Yeah, it's brutal. Me and Rhonda were talking about it this morning, and I was like, because we've stayed on hundreds of mooring balls, and I was like, I don't understand why this has happened to us probably 3 or 4 times. And Rhonda pointed out that it's only happened to us when we're kind of like in the ocean, So like in Marlborough Sounds in New Zealand, it didn't happen. In like the Pittwater area, it didn't happen. In Lake Macquarie, it didn't happen. The only time it's happened is at Port Stevens at Nelson Bay. And we clipped onto a ball at Pancake Creek for like an hour. And it happened, we're like, hell no. And we cleared off and anchored. And now here. The problem with here is that there's nowhere else to anchor close by. Like, what used to be an anchorage here is marked off saying you can't anchor there anymore, and they just have these mooring balls. And we're in 68 feet of water. So, we obviously won't be on the same ball tonight. But all throughout the Whitsundays, there's a lot of these balls. So, trying to get my head around how to stop that from happening in the middle of the night. It's funny because you're like, it's nice to be like, oh cool, we're tied up to like a nice public well-serviced mooring that we know we can trust, especially when there's no weather. So you don't have to think about it, you don't have to worry about your anchor, you don't have to haul up or anything. But then this is what you get on the other side of that. Devil's in the details, I guess. Hello friends, good morning from St.Bees Island, near to Keswick Island, is the one right behind us. This is kind of where people consider the Whitsundays island groups to start. Technically the Whitsundays are actually a little further north, but this is where really all the continuous island adventures begin. And we pushed long and hard to get here. This is kind of the crown jewel of Queensland, these islands, and we're stoked to be here. Today we're gonna head ashore to St.Bees and have a walk around and see what we can see.
St.Bees Island has is known for a bit of a mysterious population of koalas that were introduced back in, when was it, 1930s? And have managed to sustainably keep their numbers at a rate where they're not completely depleting their food in order for them to continue to populate and not just be overrunning the island and then of course burning out and dying out because they're just munching down all of their food. So
yeah, and they're saying since there's no natural predators here for them, the fact that they're studied worldwide because scientists can't understand how they've been able to self-regulate the population, phenomenal. And they've also managed to self-regulate inbreeding amongst the, I can't remember how many different pairs were brought here initially. I think there were 12 koalas initially introduced, but they've managed to not have the same problem with inbreeding and overpopulation that all the other isolated island koalas have. So pretty interesting case study here on St.Bees. We're gonna head ashore and see if we can see any of the little teddy bears in the trees. We sure hope we do. You've seen wild koalas before.
I've seen wild koalas before.
I have not.
But yeah, it depends on, I guess it just depends on how far we can get. It doesn't appear to be any tracks on the island, so we might just kind of have to bush bash or something. I'm not really sure how far they come down to the water edge, whether or not, I mean it's quite a big island as well, and it's very hilly. It's probably one of the hilliest islands we've come across so far. It's beautiful. It reminds me a lot of New Zealand, to be honest. Really green and lush looking, and yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, definitely for me yesterday I noticed it reminded me of Urapuka in Bay of Islands. Like grassy, some shrub, bush, but like nice legit hills. Finally we're seeing some like serious landscape, which is cool.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's awesome. Yeah.
So we're gonna finish our tea and let's head ashore and see what that's all about. So one thing that is of great concern to us now is crocodiles. And while people that cruise these waters regularly might be like roll their eyes or think we're foolish, it is an actual concern, especially for us who don't have local knowledge and we haven't been to these waters. So even jumping out of the dinghy in like knee-deep water in a place where there could be crocodiles, something new for us,
Yeah.
and something for us to think about, that's for sure.
It's become a bit of a thing. Tread with caution.
That's right.
There, after I was just saying yesterday about the lack of signage around here. South Cumberland Islands National Park, St.Bees Island. So, yeah, but I don't think there's any tracks. It's pretty cool beach though. This piece that I'm walking on, it's like a little risen area. So neat the way the sand forms, currents and things. Forever changing.
In there.
It's cool, eh?
Yeah.
It is another like lagoon thing.
Oh, here's a bone.
What a bone.
Got a bone to pick with you.
Bone to pick with me.
Weird.
Whoa, this is pretty rad. And the gas just completely fills up with water. A kangaroo! I saw a kangaroo! Yeah, he hopped up over there.
Nice.
So James saw these footprints yesterday on the beach and couldn't figure out what they were. And they, look, James, it's the kangaroo.
Yeah, exactly, there you go.
He hopped online to do a bit of research on prints, bird prints and things like that, and couldn't find anything that looked like that. We were unsure. Couldn't find any kind of list of what animals were on this island either. Oh, this is really cool. But anyway, one kangaroo spotted. Go St.Bees.
This is cool. Really cool tidal lagoon. This is awesome.
Look at this tree.
Sounds like the jungle.
It does, eh? Keep your eyes peeled for more roos. This tree is super cool. I love this stuff.
Can you come here real quick? So this is like the first island we've been to in Australia where I feel like has a proper jungle. Like you can see the variety of trees. It's not just one bush over and over again. This has the same vibe as like all the jungles in Fiji and stuff. Just this total mix of like all these different types of trees.
Dragonflies flying by.
Really cool. Awesome. Awesome spot. I just found what I believe are wild orchids. Really, really cool. Wow. Yeah, they're just growing off of the that little spot on the tree. Wow.
Oh,
So neat.
so beautiful. These really fuzzy roots like sticking up. So cool. fair to say we're getting a pretty epic nature fix today. This is my kind of vibe, just kind of meandering through bush, seeing what we can find. It's pretty cool.
I think it's a koala. It's a koala.
Okay, what have you spotted?
My first wild koala.
Good
Oh,
spotting!
hi. He looked at us.
Oh my goodness! Maybe I'll take a photo. I'll zoom in and we can add it on the screen. Oh, look at his fluffy ears!
Yes. Oh man, I'm so stoked. It's funny, we were like deep in the bush trying to find him, and now we're right here on the beach. And he's like right there in the light canopy in the day, but it's a eucalyptus tree. So, but they eat at night, they're nocturnal. Sorry to bother you. He has some cool ears though.
So cute. Look at him! Oh my goodness! He's adorable. He's having a little stretch. Hello! Oh my gosh!
Okay, mission accomplished here at St.Bees, and we're burning daylight. We still have to make passage today to the next island, and the tide has gone out a little bit since we anchored the dinghy. So thankfully we have wheels and there's two of us, so it'll be a lot easier to get it back. If this was like mud flats, it'd be a much harder, but I think we'll be able to get it back without too much trouble.
Is that them from the stuff in the water?
Yeah, well, at least out of the
Oh, okay. Ready?
Pick it up. Maybe I can put the wheels away. We'll see.
Okay. Yeah. St.Bees, providing the goods. Kangaroos, koalas,
And orchids.
orchids, butterflies, creepy spiders.
On to new adventures.
Yeah, happy tanks are full.
If If you enjoy the content on this channel and would like to contribute, you can consider joining the Patreon crew. Thanks for watching. Fair winds until next time.